You know, I'm still a great enthusiast for the Salvation Army. Naturally, I've seen a lot of the Salvation Army in my life as the general, going all around the world. But I know that God can and does use the Salvation Army in wonderful ways. And we're still focused on the one great mission, to share the gospel with people all over Australia and throughout the whole world. You may remember that General Gowans expressed the great purpose of the Salvation Army through 3 themes: saving souls and growing saints and serving suffering humanity. And that's what we're doing globally and nationally too. But you know, I think the key to everything is the local core. That's where things happen. And I remember hearing once, if it doesn't happen in your core, it doesn't happen. But you know, God is doing wonderful things here in the Army in Australia. And I believe there's so much hope in this 21st century for us to reach Australians with the gospel and then to reach globally as well. I hear these days about exciting programs with our young people, introducing them to Christ, and I think that's wonderful. You know, we want our young people to be grounded in the faith, but then to reach out in mission to others. And of course, so many of our young people are really passionate about social justice and seeking to work amongst the marginalised. So this is something that we must be seeking to resource in every way through new funding. And of course, when I'm talking about young people, I should be saying to you, we need more and more officers to do this developing work in the 21st century. Of course, the general public, who are so generous to the Salvation Army, they're giving more to our social program. And who can support the training college but the Salvationists themselves? So we need to resource the training college so that we are going to be able to train officers of the very finest quality who can be most effective in this modern world. So many of us in our thanksgiving to God feel that we want to give our tithe in our offerings. And perhaps in a way, that's something we could do in making out our will, give a tithe to God. And it is possible to do even more than that because there are so many opportunities for mission in the Salvation Army, but they need resources and they need more and more funding. And when you have a great dream in your core of doing so many new things, or even going overseas and taking members to do some work in one of the overseas countries, we could really share in that great reaching out to the world by giving generously in our will. So how can we accomplish all these hopes for the future? Of course, first of all, we've got to pray. And I'm really thrilled that our army is becoming more and more a praying army. So many corps are having 24/7 prayer times. And yes, we can pray, but there's something else we can do. Oh, I know so many of you give month by month and even sacrificially to God's work. But perhaps you've never thought of leaving something to the Salvation Army in your will. So you can be part of this exciting future of the Salvation Army. In fact, your service for God can extend beyond your lifetime. And through a gift to God in your will, you can let God's will be done in and through the Salvation Army.